I'm tempted to think now that there is a God, and this is the reason why, and like that we may be the playthings of a sort of trickster God that likes to fuck with everybody and set down by his vessels or channels or conduits, from the likes of Moses and so on in the evolution of Mosaic law, and then the seven deadly sins, then the virtues and so on, and give us this system that's basically impossible to follow. I'm just going over this like idea of like honoring your mother and father, and one particular Christian website says, "Oh, that basically amounts to like being polite to your parents or your elders or adults in general." And it's like, how the hell can you be polite to your parents? What, all the time? Constantly? Like, imagine like, the standard like Christian kid who's just like so totally constantly good and meek and mild and just always polite to their parents. Like never argues with them. Just like, yes, father. And like all this sort of stuff. And like, I don't sin, I never sin. And then it's like pride. Like they'll get you on pride. They would. Like, well, God would. And it's like, because maybe like God's like, I like these the best. Because they could, like, then that's God's excuse for punishing them in the afterlife for being zealots and for being prideful or spiritually prideful. So I've realised, like, with me and the shit I've done in my life, I'm going to hell. I'm definitely going to hell, I think. Like, I've committed an infraction against every deadly sin. I'm fairly certain. Gluttony, like, well, I have obviously been gluttonous from time to time. And intemperate. I drunk fairly heavily in my time. And, etc., etc. Yeah, I've been prideful also. Like, have I borne false witness against people? I like to think, actually, that's probably the commandment I've committed an infraction against the least, if anything. I certainly hope it is. Because I think that can cause very serious problems. Like, stealing, like, ideally not do that. Killing, which means, it doesn't mean, like, killing anything. It means, like not all animals. Like, that means murdering people. I've never killed anyone. And the other deadly sin, the other 10 commandments, adultery. I've never slept with someone's missus. I kind of haven't committed adultery. Coveted a neighbour's wife as ox. Like, no, not his wife. I mean, girlfriend, like, or, yeah, okay, fine, occasionally. Like, I sort of wish I went out with you. And I don't know why I get out of that prick. But, like, who hasn't felt that? Let's face it. I can't remember the other 10 commandments. Oh, yes, no, thou shalt have another God before me. Okay, gods before me. Then it's, thou shalt take unto me no idols. No, graven images. I think really what graven images amount to is things like child pornography. Okay, those are graven images. I have never downloaded child pornography, nor have I made any, and I don't take them unto myself. But I think what like certain Christians would like to suggest is that graven images amounts to like all pornography. But I think the old masters and Raphael back in the day, all those like Venus standing in a shell and whatnot with her tits out, and the old Quim now they're like that sort of abnegates one of responsibility via precedent set in earlier ages for considering like good honest like Venus tit porn and this stuff from being like a graven image. I think like graven images covers like child pornography, snuff films, and things of that nature. More like whatever. Like I can't remember. Oh, keep the Lord's Day holy. I don't anything particularly bad on a Sunday. I don't fucking know. Probably. Yeah, like, I'm fucked. Like, God hates me, I reckon. But then again, I reckon, like, God hates humanity, and all this stuff has been set up just to, like, constantly lead humans into error. And you never know, God might be the devil. And what better way for the devil to conceal himself but through, like, just I'm like perfectly pure and good. Like, how much more like appetizing could like a deity like that be to someone who's like, I just want to be good? Or like, do you see what I mean? And like, there was like, I'm not tricky. That's the first thing the devil would think of, is it not? Then like creates the myth of the devil, and you know the devil like challenged the power of God and was cast down into the underworld. But what if he succeeded and rewrote history? Who knows? If this is all real at all. But like, let's say it is. The devil not like just rewrite history, though. Actually put God into the underworld. Whoever God was. And sort of a demiurge took over. A kind of incredibly powerful yet malevolent force who wants to be worshipped. I don't know. I don't care enough about this to like really develop a philosophy surrounding it. But it makes so much sense. It just like set down these laws via Moses, etc., to fuck with humanity. Thank you for watching. Bye. I love you.